Hello my lovelies, how are you today? Everything is fantastic here. Lazy Sunday, didn't really do much today. The girls are pretty sick from what I had, so I've kind of been taking care of them all day. Not really much going on, very quiet. Don't really have much to say today, with the exception of things are still going well. I really don't have much to say. I'm going to try to start working out again. I was going to start tonight, but I realized I hadn't done a video for today yet. So I figured I better get that done and out of the way. Actually, no, I do have something. My Model Mayhem profile, my professional makeup artist and hairstylist for that site's web profile actually was approved today. So my profile on there is active and live and all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll start getting some gigs off of that. I'm really like intent on pushing this business really as far as I can go. I really want it to succeed. I really want to be up there with V. Neil and Kevin Aucoin. If you don't know who he is, he did a lot of makeup books, making faces, stuff like that. He also was actually in Sex and the City on one of the episodes that Carrie was the model. She walked down the runway and she did, Stanford, she fell and he goes, oh my god, she's fashion roadkill! Yeah, that episode, he was actually in that. So I would love to be as successful and as famous as, maybe not as famous, but as successful as they are. I don't really do my makeup tutorials on YouTube just because I'm not a very good speaker when I'm teaching sometimes, and especially when I have to keep like turning and looking at the camera, because I don't have one of those flips that I can actually like zoom in and stuff like that camera. I have a Fujifilm. I have the digital screen is on the back, so it's a pain in the ass for me to do tutorials that way because I can't really see what I'm doing. I can't really see. Oscar, don't you dare! Don't chirp at me, Oscar. To you too. He's like, oh mom, oh shucks. Wait, you went out? Go ahead. King is asleep on the couch and Oscar was sitting just on the floor, just on the other side of the couch, and he was sneaking up like, ooh, he's sleeping. I can start with him. Anyway, like I would really love to be up there. To make makeup tutorials. So I would love. I'm better at teaching in person, and I'm better at having people ask me questions while I'm teaching, whereas doing a makeup tutorial just really doesn't do it for me. I just kind of, I don't know, I feel it's harder for me to do a makeup tutorial or a hair tutorial. I've actually done some makeup tutorials and I've done some hair tutorials. They're like way back, like they're like within my first like 10, maybe 20 videos. My first like 10 or 20, now I have almost 300, holy crap. Anyway, so I really would love to do them, but I don't feel comfortable doing them that way because I actually like to have feedback as I'm teaching. I like to have, you know, people asking me questions and saying, okay, well, how do I do this? And how do I do the wing? And how do I do, the red lip? And how do I do this? And da, da, da. Like, I like to have people asking me questions while I'm doing it. And this bra strap does not want to stay up. So that's why I really haven't done makeup tutorials, because I just can't. I'd rather be in person with people teaching a class or teaching one-on-one or something like that. That's different. That's totally different. Like I can explain things better when I actually have somebody sitting there in my chair and I'm able to put the makeup on them, you know, and not have to worry about stopping and editing and making sure that I'm in focus and all kinds of stuff. So that's why I don't really do makeup tutorials. And I know it would probably help advance my career, but I'm going to say that, you know, advancing my career with my website and my Facebook and and you know, my contact cards and my, you know, my Model Mayhem and everything like that. Like, I'm gonna get my flyers and brochures out hopefully in May or June. April is, I'm so tight with money unless I get some gigs that it's unreal. Like, there's just no way I can get them out next month. Also, let's see. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but here lately I've actually been wearing my hair very pin-uppy, wearing my makeup very pin-uppy, wearing pin-uppy clothes. Every so often I go through a phase of, I honestly think that one of my past lives is coming back. And I love this era. I love this look. I love the hair and the way in the dresses and just the whole, you know, I kind of fit into this, the 1940s-ish kind of pin-up girl, because I stay home with my kids, I take care of the house, I do the cooking, the cleaning. You know, I kind of fit in with that mold, so it's like, it just comes natural to me. I never actually had to learn how to do this. I've just always known how to do it. I didn't even learn in beauty school. Like, I learned this on my own. Like, I've just known how to do it. So, I don't know, it's just something that I really like. I think I look really good in it. I think I look very classic, and like, it fits me almost. So that's why here lately you've been seeing a lot more of me doing the pinup thing. I'm also trying to do my hair and makeup a lot more every day to make me feel better about myself. When I'm wearing sweats and a t-shirt and I have my hair thrown back in a bun and I have no makeup on, I feel very frumpy. I feel very slobbish. I feel very like, whereas when I have my makeup and hair done, I feel very pretty, I feel very feminine, and when I'm dressed, especially in a dress, I feel beautiful, and I feel happy, and I feel, I don't know, I just feel better about myself when I have my hair and makeup done, specifically in a style that is unique to me and people don't wear a whole lot unless they're very into the pinup look. So yeah, that's about it for about now. I don't even know how long I've been talking. I have no clocks in front of me. I have my computer clock pretty much, and that's what I use. So probably going to start working out again tomorrow. I might actually work out later on tonight, but I don't know. It depends on what I get to do. And I'm going to try to brainstorm some more and trying to see what I can do for my business. I stopped doing the 30-day challenge because it was all about to-do lists, to-do lists, to-do lists, to-do lists. And I don't really have a whole lot of to-do lists to do. Like, I don't have, like, I can't do a lot of stuff for my business until I have money. And I can't advance my business until I have the money, and that's a lot of that's on my master to-do list and on my regular to-do list to push through that goal, push through to get to my goal. I can't really do anything, so it's really pointless of me to write to-do list after to-do list after to-do list when I already know what I need to do. It's in my master to-do list, and I can't do anything else. I can't, you know, start learning how to make, I actually have started learning how to make candles. I've been researching and YouTubing, and same thing with soap and stuff like that. I desperately want to learn how to sew. I want to learn how to use my sewing machine, but I think honestly I might have to take a sewing class or something because I can't figure out my sewing machine. So I have like a whole bunch of stuff in my head right now, but it's not enough for the to-do list. It's not that I gave up on it, it's just I'm not a type A personality. I don't have a lot of like, oh my god, I have to get this, you know, whatever to do, type A personalities do. It's not in me. That's not who I am. So I'm not a type A personality at all. I'll have a to-do list when I actually have something to do. Like when it's my errand day, when I get paid and it's my errand day, I have a to-do list of the things that I have to do that day. And that's only because I don't like to have to run all over each bit going, oh my god, what do I have to do? Oh my god, what do I have to do? Oh my god, what do I have to do? I like to have it in front of me on the list, and that's it. And then when I get it done, that's it. That's all I have for the to-do list. I am sometimes a list maker, but it really depends on what I'm, you know, doing and what I have. But I'm not like, oh my god, everything has to be a list. You know, I used to carry a planner around, and I used to have, and it was just so stressful. And now it's come to the point where I definitely need to be, and this has been for a while now, is I definitely have to be more go with the flow and let life come and do things the way that, I feel like they should. I have a profile, and one thing it says, I don't live my life the way society says I should. I live it the way that I believe I should, because I don't give a shit about the outside world. I don't care if people say, oh, well, because you're a single mom and you get the money that you do for, for cameras, you should still go out and work, or you should still send your kids to school, or you should still, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm sorry, but I've always, ever since I was little, and my mother, we're going to get a little personal here. My mother was a terrible mother. Until my brother came along, my mother was a good mother. But as my brother aged and we both got older, my mom started not giving a shit about me and giving a shit about my brother more. It was more like, April who's April? And everything that my brother did was either wonderful, perfect, or whatever he did something wrong, I got blamed for it, I got beat for it, I got punished for it, because I should have been watching him. And for a long time, like, I was his second mother. From the time I was 12 to the time I was 16, I raised my brother, because when she wasn't working, she was out gallivanting, being with man after man after man after man after man, bringing them in, bringing them at, just parading them in front of me and my brother. And when I was about 13, I started to kind of come into myself and realize that I wanted to be a mom. And it was honestly because I wanted to be a mom so that I don't want to say that it was so that I could, be a better mother, but that was always in the back of my mind, that when I became a mom, I would be so much more of a better mother than she ever was, and I have been. And typically when I was going out a lot, when I was partying a lot, I always waited until my children were in bed, and I never, literally the only man that my children have ever seen me with, aside from their father, was Dave. They have not seen me with anybody else ever, and they will not at all until I meet somebody and I'm drop dead absolutely serious with this person. They will not meet him, only because I don't want my children growing up the way that I did. I don't want them seeing the same shit that I did. I don't want them going through the same shit that I did, and that's another reason why I homeschool, because especially this area in Providence in specifics is a terrible school district. It's awful. So that's another reason why I homeschool. But honestly, when it comes to people saying, oh, well, why aren't they in school, or, why aren't you working, and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Your kids are only young for so long. And honestly, I think that you should, if you are able to, as I am able to stay home with my children, because, thank God, because of Cameron. Honestly, if Cameron hadn't have worked as much as he did, and if he hadn't have planned things, as young as he was when he passed away, he planned things. He, just had it. I guess it was his family or what, but I don't know. He had the work ethic, I swear to God, of a goddamn workhorse. He was such a good worker that we are now taken care of until Julia is 18. She's only 6 now, so we still have another 13 years. Which is why, I'm not in a hurry to meet anybody, because I don't want to be with somebody because they have money. I want to be with somebody because I love them and they love me. And people are like, oh, well, the closer you get to 40, the harder it's going to be. Well, you know what? By the time I'm 40, my business will be successful and off the ground. I won't have to worry about meeting somebody. I'll meet somebody when Cameron, the goddess, and God puts somebody in my life that they know that is going to treat me right, that's going to treat my girls right, and that's going to love me for the way that I am and not want to change me. So, society standards of, oh, well, you're a single mother, you need to work, I don't have to work. I don't have to work if I don't want to. I have the luxury of, branching out on in my own business. I have the luxury of doing what I want because I'm in no hurry. I don't have to worry about, and you know what, if the business never takes off, that's fine, but whatever experience that I get from this, I can go to a salon and I can work in a salon, or I can go, you know, I can do something else, you know what I mean? But it's going to be in the makeup industry, it's going to be in the beauty industry, because that's what I love. You know, I love everything about it. So I'm kind of like in this, I'm going through this transformation that I'm kind of feeling where I'm at right now, and I'm kind of digging it. Wow, I'm really hot. I'm kind of digging the way that I am right now, the way that I'm feeling right now. I feel beautiful, I feel thin, I feel happy, and that's all there is to it. So I guess I did have a lot to say right now. That happens sometimes. But anyway, I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna try to work out, even though I just did my hair and makeup, but I'm sweating anyway, so I'm probably gonna sweat it off anyway. So be well, be safe, come back and see me anytime.